Welcome to the Dirty Bird Confessional. This is your host, Rick Cliff, coming to you live. Just a quick reaction to the game that we just witnessed. Uh, well, it seems like more of the same that we've been dealing with here as of late. We're too familiar with this feeling, unfortunately, over the past few years, and it's I really want to just give my quick reactions. I want to be honest with you, I didn't get to see it all the way through at parts because I had a family obligation that I was tending to. But uh, it started out great. I mean, at the beginning of the game, we saw a lot of things that we haven't seen from a Falcons team in a long time. Offensive line that could block, uh, defensive line that could get after the quarterback, defense that could get stops. Uh, we saw all that in the first half and really in the third quarter. And then it all changed. Um, it pretty much went into what we're accustomed to. They're just making mental mistakes, mental errors in key situations that keep the other team in the game, and then in the end, the team just makes one or two plays at the end and steals the game from us. I mean, this game was stolen. There's no other way to put it. We were the better team um, as a whole throughout the game, but it doesn't really matter if you collapse in the last minutes of the game and they end up taking the lead because they get the win. There's no shared victory. There's no moral victory to this because it's the same issues that we've been dealing with for quite some time, and we were thinking that we might be able to get over the hump, maybe close the gap. But until this team starts making uh, good decisions in critical moments of games, that's not going to change. It's not a curse. We're not cursed. It seems that way because it continues to happen. But what it is our coaches and our players make critical decisions and critical lapses in judgment at key moments of the game. And I'm going to start first by saying if I had to put the game on one player, and I hate to do this because it's not a one team, it's not a one player thing, but this particular player made almost all of the key errors in the game that kept the Saints in the game to the end. And that is one Marcus Mariota. Now, I'm not calling for his head. I'm not saying that he is terrible or that we should put Ritter in or anything like that. I'm not starting a QB current controversy, but he is the leader of the offense. And the offense, unlike the defense, did not have our defense's back this game. Our defense bailed our offense out of a lot of early mistakes in this game. Now, they went soft at the end of the game, and I'll review that because I missed a lot of that, to be honest with you. But I kind of saw what happened. But I'm gonna have a breakdown of key plays in this game, and that'll be some of the things that I look into. But as far as what lost us the game, the key plays that lost us the game, almost all of them were Marcus Mariota making critical mistakes. I'll start with the first one on the goal line, the fumble. When we're in field goal range, driving for a touchdown, Marcus Mariota has to learn to protect himself and the ball. He's got to slide more. I know he wants to make the big play. That's what he wants to do, and that's a great mentality to have. But you have to be smart with the football, especially in those areas, because if we get a field goal there, even and we were driving to a point where we think we're probably going to get a touchdown, this game is going a completely different way. Another key moment that was missed was that 3rd and 1 at the end of the game, you've got to secure the snap. You've got to. You can't have those blunders and expect to win the game. Now you can say other players made mistakes too, along with OZ. I'll just say because I always get tongue tied when I try to say his name. That he had the fumble early, but we recovered from that. Our defense answered on that one, and we had a couple of drops and things. Our offense as a whole was a lot better than what we've seen from them, but they made key errors to end drives and put our defense in bad situations over and over again. And you can't do that. Like, we have to play complementary football. I talk about this all the time. And for the most part, other than that fourth quarter, our defense did that. Our defense played very good complementary football. Whenever our offense made a mistake, our defense was there to pick them up. So I'm going to go a little easy on the defense, even though they were just much as part of it as our offense in parts. I mean, the fourth quarter was our defense completely collapsing, pretty much. But at the end of the day, we had the ball, 3rd and 1, with 1:59 left. If we get that first down, they have no more timeouts. The game's over. So when Mariota fumbled it like he did, and we weren't able to convert, that sets you up for what happened. And again in the red zone. And then he missed a touchdown. Brian Edwards was open, and he just missed the throw. That was another one that I wanted to bring up. It's not as big as the other ones, but it is still big. I mean, that's a 4-point difference from what we got. So I'm not saying that we should bench Mariota. I think Mariota played well through most of the game, 95% of the game. Mariota was very good, but it's that 5% that's the difference in ball games. So he's got to be better. And if he continues to do these things, make these key errors, then that's whenever you do look towards a Desmond Ridder and see what he's got. Because, I mean, if he's going to make key mistakes that cost you football games, you're not really losing anything if you go to the rookie. We brought him here for veteran leadership. He needs to be a veteran leader. And so, I just wanted to say that. As far as that's pretty much my rant. Now, good things of the game, and I'm going to do a breakdown of both good and bad of what happened in this game. Our offensive line blocked tremendously well for what I was expecting. We had holes. We were gashing them with the run. We were balanced. We had Mariota had time to throw the ball to make his reads. I mean, it was incredible what we saw from our offensive line compared to what we saw last year and the years prior. So we got to give them props for that. And as far as our defense, man, other than that fourth quarter, they were locking the Saints down. I mean, for a majority of this game, there was barely any breathing room other than those 2 runs from Taysom Hill early in the game. First 3 quarters of defense was superb. I mean, we had, 4 sacks this game? Unless I missed one, we might have 5, but we definitely had 4, I know of. And that was just, I mean, I my wildest dreams and expectations of the defense in the first 3 quarters was drastically surpassed. So gotta give them props for that. Even though, like I said, the game ended the way it does, you got to look at positives too. And I think that we were good in the passing game. I would like to see Pitts get involved a little bit more directly. but there was some things that they used him to set up other players. Drake London looked good, um, so that's promising. But really, on the offensive end, as good as we were, Cordell Patterson was great, fantastic. They have to be able to complement our defense. They have to, when our defense makes a mistake, they have to make up for that. They have to have a drive. They have to make a play to finish games. And if they don't make that, then it doesn't matter what they did the other quarters. It really doesn't. Like our defense, we fumbled the ball, gave the ball in great field position for the Saints, and they didn't get a single point off of that. Then they get us an interception in the red zone or close to it, um, and we fumble the ball and don't get any points and put them right back out there. So is the pluses on our offense was our offensive line, our running game, the passing game was good, but in key situational moments, we completely dropped the ball. And I just, like I said, we have to do better in that aspect. And defensively, we can't have fourth quarter collapses like that. We can't. I from what I saw, it seemed like we were going more passive than we were in the first three quarters, and I really just don't know why we did that. Um, I'll like you said, I'll review the game and be able to give you a better analysis on that. Uh, Probably Monday, Tuesday, I'll have that out. But the main thing I wanted to talk about was Marcus Mariota because he has to play better. As good as he played, um, it it doesn't really matter too much at the end of the day. But we're not a cursed team. Um, I don't think it feels that way. I mean, I'm pretty upset, but that this continues to happen. But I still have confidence in the coaching staff to get this under control. Um, and overall, I think moving forward, we have a lot of things to take away from this game positively. Because we did look like the better football team on the field today until the end. uh, but I just wanted to make a quick little live stream. Um, I appreciate anyone that watches this, right while I was live, or if you check it out later. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.